Okay, guys, MSTR. This is one of my favorite stocks. It has nice volatility for a bigger cap. I mean, look at the movement on this thing. It goes all the way down. This is a weekly candle chart, too. Why is it respecting these levels? I'll show you exactly why. This is a 17% gain from this weekly to that high there. Very beautiful. I played this one. It was a very nice trade I did. But basically, when I see the chart, and I like to see the weekly chart, it's my favorite. What is the chart telling me? This example right here is a very solid uptrend. You cannot doubt it. It's going up and up and up and up. All the EMAs are spread out. The more the more spread out they are, the bigger the uptrend it is. So how I'm looking to play this thing is the bounces on this EMA 5. But since we bounced on it a little too many times here, I like to be a little wishy-washy, right? I want to be a little careful that, you know what, we're due for this next leg down. We're due for this EMA 10 bounce. You can see right here, we hit this EMA 5 right here. We started to make this solid uptrend, right? It bounced here, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here. And this is why you're going to see why this EMA weekly strategy is so good. The minute you hit this ATR4, this is extremely bearish. Do not ever buy it if you're at a weekly hitting this red band. This is my Keltner channel. This is extremely overextended, and we shorted this in the Discord. We bought SMST, which is the inverse, and we took down this beast because it was just too overextended. I'm not saying I'm not bullish. I'm just saying, if something gets out of hand, I'm going to play the double side of the coin. I'm going to short this puppy. But it goes down here, and then I went long. We went long in the Discord, posted it in the Discord and in the swing trade alerts, and this was a massive gain from here to here, was a 30% move. We're not greedy. We take the 10%. We're not greedy at all, and then it comes down here. And also, if you play the inverse, the 2 times daily, that is a 60% gain, and that's what we were doing. We're doing the inverse. So here's what I'm looking at with MSTR. I want to see down to this EMA 10. That's really what I want to see. I want to get a nice bounce here, then I'll play the 20, and I'll get a nice bounce here, then the 50. Because I know these levels are what institutions are watching. These are big levels they're watching. You can also look on the daily too. It's kind of match the weekly EMA 5. Just for reference here, you can see right here, we bought this dip right here on the daily, and that's where we got this nice bounce. Right here, we hit the daily EMA 20 to a T, and it gives you another nice bounce. I want to see, you can see too, like the daily's matching the weekly. It's very uptrend bullishy. But just keep in mind, though, when support and resistance gets hit a lot, you can't expect the EMA 5 to keep holding. You can't just say, well, every time it hits the EMA 5, I'm going to buy. I mean, that's fine, but you better have a stop loss because this can keep going down to the next levels. So if that's your analysis, you just got to be more, you got to be careful and be like, support resistance can be broken. If I hit this EMA 5, 3 times, you can expect it to be weak. And obviously this is going to curl up as time goes, so this EMA 10 is different each week. So my next buy area is going to be right here at the EMA 10. That's just me. I've played this thing many times on that EMA 5. I like to play it 1 or 2 times, and then I look for, okay, I need to get a better buy signal, because I know that can break through. So MSTR is definitely bullish long term. When we see on the weekly chart, we have been uptrending. You can see we can start downtrending too. You see where you would start shorting this puppy? You see on the downtrend, when we see this EMA 50 at the very top, we short it at the 20 and the 50. These are nice areas to short it right in here. And look at this big move down. And guess what? We come back up. We come back to test this 20. It goes down a little. And you can see since we've touched it so many times, we're due for a breakout. This right here is your EMA 200. To a T, it touches it, goes down. We hit the 50, touch it, we go down this week. These are pretty big moves. These are weekly candles. You don't see how big these percentages are. But if you measure the data price range, that was a 17% move down. It comes up again, and this is when you're like, okay, it's getting weak. We're pounding that 50. It's due for a trend reversal. And you can see we finally break through, and now the 20 is the bottom. You see how fast that changes? We were right here, the 20 is the bottom, and now we're starting to uptrend. Okay, and you see that cross right here, and that's what I'm saying here. You got to understand these can change in a heartbeat. If you're playing it on this EMA 5, which is not bad, you can understand like this probably would have stopped you out though. You know, this is a pretty sizable look down, 5%. I put my stop probably in the halfway point. It's up to you. But yeah, I do like Bitcoin. I do like MSTR. I think Bitcoin keeps going up. With this chart keep going up, this could trend, you know, for quite some time. But as you can see too, we've been in an uptrend for quite some time. They can change. It does happen, but it takes a lot of time to change a trend like this. It's going to be like really bad news if that happens to change it. So everything looks good, guys. I really like this. This is looking really good. I'm looking to buy it at the EMA 10, which is currently at 325 area. We'll see if it gets down there. The monthly chart looks good. Everything's uptrending. If you're bearish, you're gonna get wrecked on this fight. The only time to be bearish, and like I said, I was bearish on this daily chart when MSTR gapped up in here. I played it right on this candle here when it gapped down. You know, when it goes above this ATR4, you know, you can get these quick scalps. And that's what they are. You know, take those fast 10 to 20% gains when you're playing the inverse. So it gets here, it went down. It goes above, and it just plummeted, right? And this was a 16% down on MSTR. Why? Because it's just unsustainable. This was very healthy for this stock to do. We needed to hit this 20, recollect, get new bulls in, and then start staircasing up. And that's what that was, right? We needed to get new bulls in because it was too much hopium there. You know, everyone's, you know, you got to look at your chart and be like, if you are in my Discord, you know we shorted this. You know you should never buy it up in here. I mean, look at this. You went from 540s area, you know, just to break even if you buy it up there, you need a 30% gain. It's insane, right? But yeah, if you guys want to join the premium Discord, I'll let you guys know when I do decide to buy. I am bullish on it, but I want to make sure I get the right area. I'm looking at the weekly EMA 10, and I'm going to judge it on based on other factors. If it gets there with like terrible news, then maybe I'll look at the weekly EMA 20. But I suspect in this EMA 10, since we have not touched the weekly EMA 10, not one time since we're on this bullish uptrend, we'll bounce there for sure. We can definitely get a bounce. And then once we get that bounce on the 10, and if it does go back down, I'm not going to buy it again. I'm going to look for that 20, okay? So I'm looking for the best trend stocks. I'm looking for, you know, I don't want to keep rinsing and repeating it because, you know, remember, if it support gets tested too many times, it can break it. And that's what EMAs are. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description will say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. If you want to join, it'll look like this when you come in the free chat. The easiest way to join is go under the subscriptions tab and hit day trade alerts, and it'll ask you, would you like to subscribe? And all these channels will be unlocked for $12 a month. You'll get swing trade alerts, day trade alerts sent right to your phone, and you'll get pinged. You might be, if you're just eating lunch or whatever, you'll have it on your home screen, and that's $12 a month. If that's too much, you can also do swing trade alerts and just get those ones, and that's $6 a month. But you to have the day trades with it, you'll have to know, you know, have both, because you have to learn both strategies to understand my day trading. But swing trade alerts is only $6 a month, and you can read about the two services if you hit server shop or server subscriptions there. But the main thing is to understand the strategy. What you got a brief example of how I'm looking to trade following the trend. And what I do is I look at thousands of stocks. I try to see which one has the best trend idea with the best entry point. Precise entry point is the most important, because we can see this is a solid uptrend, but you don't want to just randomly buy it, right? Yes, you know, it should be going up in time, but if it does flip-flop and roll over, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, right? I'd rather have that precise entry, right? If you buy right up in here in no man's land, this can go all the way down to the 10 where I'm looking to buy, and you're down 20%, right? You're taking the heat there. So that's what I'm looking for. I am bullish on MSTR. Hope you guys like this analysis, and if I do decide to play, I'll probably do the inverse to make a little more gains. And I'll alert in the Discord like I did before, swing trade alerts, where we made massive money on MSTR to the long side and to the downside. So we'll play both sides. Like I said, though, if you want to join, click the link down below. Hit day trade alerts to access everything, and it's only $12 a month. I think you guys won't regret it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy trading, and I'll see you guys on Monday in the channel, and we'll look for some trade ideas. All right, peace out, guys.